Videos circulating online in South Africa show Somalian migrants attacking local shop owners in South Africa, Cape Town. The videos have been circulating online for the last 24 hours and show Somalian women with machetes trying to attack local shop owners.
It is not a secret that Somalis will tell you, before anything else, before skin color, before region, before nationality, they will tell you that they are Somali first. That's fine. It would be nice if they could keep that Somali first in their Somali country.
This is a reaction video, and of course, as always, I would appreciate a like, a subscription, and of course your opinion in the comment section. So let's get into it really quick. How true is this? Let us watch the video.
South Africa, stay safe. Videos circulating online in South Africa show Somalian migrants attacking local shop owners in South Africa, Cape Town. The videos have been circulating online for the last 24 hours and show Somalian women with machetes trying to attack local shop owners in South Africa. The patriots of South Africa have been protesting over the last several months in what's known as the March to March, where local patriots have taken it upon themselves to force the government's hand with their illegal immigrant crisis. Is this trend likely to cross over to the European continent after the EU last week passed a bill to deport illegal immigrants? The members of the European Union were seen chanting, "Send them back." And the UK, after leaving the European Union, have had similar issues with their illegal immigration crisis. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and if your country is having similar issues to this. And as always, keep using your voice. See you in the next one.
Somalians are very proud people. They are proud of their identity, their history, who they are, and where they come from. But they do this mistake of thinking that the rest of us are not proud of who we are and where we come from. Okay. For the people who are new to the conversation of Somali and Bantu people, or the rest of Africans, Somali people generally don't believe that they have any relation to the rest of us, right? They're unique, they're special, they have nothing to do with the rest of us. So much so that they have derogatory, dehumanizing names for people like us, right? Because they do look different. It is not a secret that Somalis will tell you, before anything else, before skin color, before region, before nationality, they will tell you that they are Somali first. That's fine. It would be nice if they could keep that Somali first in their Somali country. Somalis have a problem when they go to other people's communities. They do not care to assimilate with other groups of people. They live in their own special neighborhoods, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? If that's how you want to live. It becomes the disrespect, the entitlement, and all of a sudden the ownership of land that they had nothing to do with. In the United States, in Minnesota, that Somali community, if you guys saw in the news, if you saw that loudness, entitlement, disrespectfulness of how that engagement went. Okay, because Somali people don't believe that when they're on somebody's land, that it's that other person's land. They believe that it's their land and it's their willingness to do whatever they want to do. In South Africa, they do the same thing. In areas of Cape Town, there are areas that they take over where South Africans are not allowed to go there. So much so that they feel so confident that nobody's going to kick them out. Matter of fact, they are ready to fight South Africans. Every time you call illegal immigrants out, they do this thing where all of a sudden they like to say, our people are being mistreated, our people are being murdered. Okay, but how did it get here? How did the citizens and you get here to a point that there's this chaos now that's going on? They will never take accountability of the behaviors, the criminal activities that they do in other countries. They buy the governments that they live in. They use, in America, they were using, welfare systems to build their communities. Yeah. And they'll tell you too that it's legal. It's legal. Absolutely no community spirit when it comes to Somali people. This video is circulating around, and this is not the first video that you see with these Somali women ready to fight the citizens of South Africa, being told that they're not going anywhere, that they live here. No one is going to kick them out. This is the arrogance we're talking about, the disrespect we are talking about in other people's countries. So now I ask you once again, what are South Africans expected to do in this situation? Okay, we're talking about just one group of Africans here, just the Somali. Haven't even touched the Ethiopians, who also are out here claiming that they have protection. My goodness, ain't nobody more prouder to be who they are than an Ethiopian and a Somali, and yet these people will go into other people's countries and claim their pride. How come you guys cannot be proud in Ethiopia and Somalia? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. How South Africans respond as these things are happening, don't you come here and call South Africans xenophobic. Because which African country would you allow this to happen? Would you allow this to happen in your country? When I tell you that this is just one group of people, Somalians, you have Nigerians, you have Ghanaians. Ghana is out here now having twin best friends with Israel. The same Israel that South Africa took to the Justice Court. We're not stupid. We know exactly what's going on, and it seems like the propaganda now is coming from all sides, from Africans, from the Somalis, Ethiopians, and from the West. Yeah, it's tough being a South African. It's tough. Look at these women in South Africa, in an area where they don't want to allow South Africans to be, lifting up sticks like they're going to fight somebody. My goodness, please, don't come to me when South Africans show you their true colors. Don't come here to me, okay? Don't say you didn't see it coming, because this is insane.
Afternoon, everyone. We are here as a Somali community. First of all, we are thanking our Somali community leaders who today try to bring us here for our cases for the SASAs, which has been discontinued for quite some months, to be listened and to be done something. But it appears from the SASA workers that we need a green ID. At first, we applied through status, 4 years one, but eventually they are telling us we need a green ID. At this time, we are asking the government, at this minute, you can imagine, like mine, it was discontinued for the last 7 months. At this minute, where will I get a green ID? It's
Go to your Somali and demand for your rights there.
a procedure. It will take some time. We have children. We are refugees. We don't earn a lot. We have kids going to school. We have others going to university. We don't have much. So we feel the government must do something. We started with status 4-year one at first. We don't know why they're changing it to green ID. I don't know whether it's coming from heaven or wherever, but we feel it is a short notice to be told this kind of thing. So we feel we should be assisted. The government must hear our plea. The government must hear our problem.
I'm not supposed to talk about other countries because they are none of my business, right? But why do I feel like Somali as a country is having the same struggle like my country, Nigeria? You know, we have a group of Nigerians that feel so special, feel so arrogant, very disrespectful, yet cannot stay in their part of the country. They will come into your space and rub their whatever they believe in, their tradition, culture, whatever, on your face, and even wanting you to copy them because theirs is better. Nigeria and Somalia shares a lot in common, you know, the internal conflicts here and there. And when you look at it carefully, it might have nothing to do with the government, the leaderships, but everything to do with the attitude of the people. Please go to your leaders, go to your country now. Go to your country. I mean, what is this? You have Somali, a country you love so much. Why leave it behind to another man's country? Anyway, South Africans, you know what to do. You sleep, you lose. It's not even easy to be a South African right now. You made supporting you so easy because you are brave. There have not been a day I see you out there saying, I want to rethink of this decision, or be like they are hating me. The prophecies that are coming is scaring me. You keep going, keep going. Anything will come later, you take it, okay? Take it. For wanting people to do the right thing, take it. Anything they want to do, let them go on ahead and do it. But while at it, they kick, cry, do whatever, throw tantrum, lie, bite themselves. The goal is simple. Go back to your country if you do not have the legal documents to remain in South Africa. Go and come back legitimately. When I see people that South Africa did not favor coming out to blame South Africans for that, some people, your destiny is in your own country, okay? That is where you are destined to make it. So if you didn't make it in South Africa, do not worry, do not be angry with anybody. Just go home. Maybe there you will be favored, or go to the next available African country. Maybe there you can make it, where the people are nice, they are angels, where people speak 100% English. They will not bother you. In fact, they will treat you like a king and queen, right? Rather than continue living in South Africa, live in peace, okay? Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.